Using protection. We need to go old school. We need to get back to the basics and go old school and get back to using rubbers. Don't wait for her to say that she using birth control. That's an old trick. And if y'all still falling for that after like 30 or 40 years, then you use the fool. Use a whole fool, not a half fool, a whole fool. All right? We not going to sit here and talk about, listen, I don't even care if you're married at this point. Don't sit here and tell me that, yo, I'm married so I don't have to use protection. But you having a whole lot of kids out of wedlock that you can't really take care of, and you're not really built to have kids. I'm going to say this again for the people in the back because y'all have not been reminded of this recently. Everybody is not meant to have children. Before we really deep dive into this thing, everybody not meant to have, even if you're married, even if you can take care of them financially, it does not mean you will be a great father. Children need their fathers. They need their mothers. They need an entire family structure. They need a community of people. They need money, resources. We already overpopulated on this earth. And you want to bring more munchkins on the platforms that we then have to kick off and that we have to deal with. That's going to be raising your fathers and your sons, your future husbands, and all of this other type of stuff. But you do realize that it comes from bad decisions that you make today. Y'all got to stop putting y'all Johnson inside of these chicks. And if y'all going to do so, because I know y'all going to do so, because sex is the oldest profession and it's the oldest thing ever. Before anything, we can always trace it back to having some good old sex. I need y'all to really, really lean into the condom game. If you going to do it, which I already know that you are, I need y'all to really make condoms great again. I know what the sentiment is. I don't want to use it. It don't feel the same. She pulled it off. The rubber busted. Use a lie. And the truth ain't in you. You didn't get her pregnant because you made a mistake and bust the rubber. That's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. Half of y'all shouldn't even be getting the type of rubbers that y'all getting because you know you can't fit a Magnum. You know you ain't Magnum PI out here. Very few of us, because you know we've been mixed with Europeans and the white people from Caucasus. And so a lot of y'all are black, but you're not really black in the pants. You just black on your skin. And you pretending like you really laying it out there. But the statistics say the average man on erection is really only 5.5 to 6 inches. So you're not going to sit here and talk to me. And we're not even going to talk about girth. Because y'all keep talking about length, but y'all ain't talking about width. We grown folks. It's Friday. I done played nice Monday through Thursday, and we are going to have the uncomfortable conversations today because these are the conversations that you're not having, which then foster all of the foolishness that we see on these panels on a regular basis. Why do you refuse to use a rubber? Keep on telling me about your pull-out game and how awesome it is. Jesus Christ. So you're gonna play Russian roulette with a whole human. You're gonna play Russian roulette with a whole human, not a half a human. That human is gonna be here for possibly, God willing, for the next 80 years. If they born in the hood, it's a strong possibility they won't make it to their 18. They probably going to take up our resources because we got to lock them up a few times in order to try to get their life together. You know how it is. You don't want to talk about what your kids is going to be when they grow up. You think that they're going to be a doctor, a scientist. No, your children, based off of the environment that you're breeding them into and your inability to be able to take care of them, is going to be a single mother or a dope dealer that sips on lean, lip-syncs to rap music, gets arrested, tries to rob my house, catch a slug, or if they're lucky, we can call the police on them and get them arrested so that they can then make our license plates at a very, very low cost, and then they can become a part of the prison industrial complex that we have to give our taxes to for the for-profit system. Your child is going to be a license plate maker. They're not going to be a doctor, a scientist, a software engineer. They're not going to change the world. They're going to change our license plates. Your child is not going to change the world. I don't know what your father told you. I don't know what your mama told you. I am going to tell you the truth. Your child is not going to change the world. They're going to change our license plates. They're going to be picking up trash on the side of the road, doing community service. Y'all know how it is within our community. You don't even think a dude is real and he got his stripes unless he got a felony on his record and he can't really get a job. Y'all know our culture is messed up. Listen, I'm not even going to try to tell you how to solve for the community because that bird has flown, and I am going to emphasize this as I break down this Lapeef Let's Talk show. We can't save the community. The community is over. It's over. I don't care what type of pill you take. You could take a red pill. You could take a blue pill. You could take a purple pill, whatever you want to name yourself, whatever color pill you want to put on yourself. If it ain't a green pill, because that's what we take over at the Bag Chasers, we about that money. If you're not a part of the Patreon and the Bag Chasers, if you're not linking up with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in, the community is over. There is no black community. Don't worry about reparations. You can forget it. You can call yourself ADOS, immigrants, American descendants of slaves, Pan-Africanism. Listen, label yourself however you want to. Dark skin, light skin, Asian, brown skin, purple skin, people of color, and all of this other type of stuff. At the end of the day, the culture is the same. The middle class is going away. Your kids will be making license plates. And if you don't want that to happen, at least wear a condom, because we know you're going to be humping like rabbits. You breed like roaches. You breed like roaches. You don't really like each other, but you've trauma bonded, and you know that the only thing that really makes you feel good is that temporary relief. And then you got to turn over and look at her and realize that you really didn't like her in the first place, but you don't know how to get her out of there. And so before you get Me Too'd, and before that child that you really didn't want, that you asking her to get rid of, that really goes against what you stand for, because you were sitting on these panels advocating against abortion. And we don't like the fact that black women are eliminating all of the kids because we would have way more kids to be able to steal more license plates if we didn't have all of this annihilation as a result of Planned Parenthood sitting in the hood. Meanwhile, you over there begging, please, Freaky Jason, please, Freaky Jason, you know that women control access to sex and men control access to marriage. Please, you the one that got all of the power. Please get rid of this kid because I don't want my wife to find out. Meanwhile, you over there looking like a whole fool, not a half a fool, not Whole Foods that Amazon own. You looking like a whole fool sitting up on these panels advocating against what the Supreme Court is doing, while at the same time begging her and trying to plead with us, helping us to understand how women control access to sex, and it's your body, your right, and if the man don't want it, then we shouldn't have to be financially responsible for it. And we don't like what's going on in family court. I'm going to solve all of your problems. Wear rubber. Just wear rubber. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. And do not take her home and put your little wiener inside of her without first wearing a rubber. You can go and get them for free. They're free. I know how we can get rubbers to be great again. All we got to do is raise them up to the price of a Louis Vuitton bag. Then y'all going to be stunting talking about, yeah, because you can't afford this one. Then everybody going to have rubbers because you can't really afford them. That's how you get black people to be able to do certain things. I figured it out. All you got to do is have a scarcity mindset with regard to it. Then everybody going to run to it. Make it overpriced so that you can stun it in on your latest rap video. Is that what we got to do? We got to make it overpriced. We got to make sure that can't nobody have access to it in order for you to be able to wear one. Then you're going to wear one just so you can stunt on everybody else because they can't afford it. Yeah, the new stunt is that you got to have a rubber. That's why you got all them kids, because you broke out here in these streets. That's what we got to do. We got to get Drake. We got to get a rapper to be able to co-sign an NBA Youngboy. Is that what we got to do? Is that what we doing today? Just wear a rubber. Just wear a rubber. Let's make the black community great again by no longer breeding the things that are worse for us, which is your children No, you can't save the kids. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Get him on up out of here. Don't bring him to the front of my. I'm so tired of walking outside, going downtown, seeing your kids with snot boogers coming out of their nose, trying to sell me some candy. Keep on lying to me, talking about it's for their football team. Use a lie, and that kid ain't even old enough to play football, and they don't even play football during this time of the year. Sir, can you please buy some candy? Meanwhile, I see the dirty, dusty daddy over there in the corner putting his kids on the street to come and sell some candy so he can go get some crack. Can you please buy some candy, sir? It's for our football team, and we need new uniforms. What school you go to? It's for our AAU. What's your AAU team? Here, little nigga, here's $1. Get on out of my face, man. And tell your daddy to stop using all of the money on crack. Jesus. Whew. Everybody should have kids. Everybody has the right to be able to have kids. This is America, and it doesn't matter that we continue to complain about systematic oppression. The only thing that matters is that we have the fundamental right to be able to beg the government to forgive our student loans because we know that we continuing to breed single mothers. That's bad for the community. I can't wait till niggas go extinct. It's the difference between black people and niggas. I can't wait till niggas go extinct. You know what the problem with niggas? They're like roaches. They always gonna be around. They never go away. And they're the loudest ones on social media. Niggas even got cell phones inside of prison now.